Hello everyone and welcome to a new tutorial on Maya, and this time I was decided to create a new tutorial about how to create a kitchen. Okay, so let's start by open Maya and let's see where it takes. Okay, so first we will start with the bottom piece of our kitchen, and then we will make this highland piece, or maybe the upper piece of the kitchen. Okay, so here we are at Maya. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so first, for those who are not familiar with my tutorials yet, and I have my own method on how to work with Maya, and maybe most of the time it won't fit everyone, but I think this is the best way to model, even when you are not that expert on modeling in Maya. So first things first, we will go over File over here. We will create a new project in Maya, so click on Project window, and then here you will see this new button. Click on it once, and then you will have the you can change the name of your project, so let's call it kitchen. Okay, kitchen. Sorry, I'm writing in Hebrew right now, so let me change this to English, and kitchen. Okay, and okay, so this is the name of the project, and this is the directories, the directory where this kitchen folder will be. Okay, so if you are using Windows, you probably find it on your documents over inside Maya folder, inside projects file. Okay, folder. So you will see there the kitchen. And this will happen only when you will click on this accept button. So another thing is that including this folder, you will get all those subfolders which Maya use for her purpose, any purpose. Sometimes things are categorize or something, categorize, I don't know, not sure about the word, but Maya knows how to file things inside those folders when needed. So that's about it. Click on accept, and just to see how it goes, we go over home, and you can see over my documents I have this Maya folder and projects, and there you will see this kitchen folder. Okay, and as I told you, you will find a few subfolders inside it. Okay, so now you know where is the folder is sitting, or where it is. Okay, so another one thing we have to set the project. Okay, whatever will be the case, if you want to use other folders that you created earlier and you want Maya to rely on these folders, so you need to choose the folder that you want Maya to save all your progress. Okay, so kitchen, this is the folder that we open right now, so let's set it to it, and we are ready to go. Another little thing is two things. Okay, when I'm starting using Maya, I have two modifications that I'm doing. First, I'm clicking on shading, and then I'm ticking this smooth wireframe. So if you watching this video right now on full screen, 1080 HD, you can see that I have broken lines on this grid. So in order to smooth them, I'm ticking this, and that's fixing it. Another thing is okay, I forgot what was it. Never mind. Okay, we can start. Okay. Usually I'm using this polygon tab over here, Okay, we have surfaces which it looks almost the same but different color. Okay, this is surfaces are bluish color, and polygons are brown color or golden brown. Okay, so polygons, this is usually what I'm using to model, and when I want to start model something, most of the time people will use this interactive creation which come by default. So usually I'm shutting it off by going over polygon primitive. Okay, this create polygon primitive, it's like this tab over here. Okay, it's the same tab. You go over create polygons primitive and you click on interactive creation to uncheck this V which is supposed to be here. Okay, so that way this is how I'm working without the V on the interactive creation. And when I click on this cube, okay, for example, you can see that the cube is already appears in the center of my grid. Okay, now from here tap on 5 on your keyboard to get solid color for it. This is the basic default color for your polygons, which you're not allowed to change it. Okay, you can change the color but don't make any modification to this specific color. Okay, now you can stretch it with your scale tool, which is here, and start manipulate those handles, and you can bring this cube somewhere above the grid and maybe make it long like this. Okay, and when you think it's almost okay, so you can catch this middle bluish square in the middle. Okay, and click with your left mouse button and drag, and it will scale the whole shape from all the direction. Okay, and move it somewhere here, and again make sure you bring it somewhere here above the grid. Now maybe I will make it less. Okay, like this. Okay, now you can come over this area over here. You can see there are 3 buttons over here, and 2 of them are already highlighted in some way. Okay, it's like it's not that really shown here, but if you watching in full screen you can see it. It looks like 3 of them, 2 of them, this one and the left one, are like ticked. So untick this one and make sure only this one is ticked. Okay, so if you untick both of them it will disappear, so make sure this one is the only one that's ticked, and switch, by the way, make sure you select this, so switch to polycube, and then you will see those subdivision width, height, the path, and you can add more subdivision width. Okay, no, maybe more subdivision the path. Okay, and that way you can like make cuts in between this squarey thing you have here. Okay, now while I'm doing this, I'm trying to create something that that I'm going to use like one of those faces over here, and I want to catch this face and extend it over here. Okay, so that way I will have like a kitchen that looks like this. Okay, now I will show you what I mean. Right click on this cube and choose face. Okay, now until you didn't select none of those faces, it will always be highlighted in red. Now if I will choose this face, it will get the brown color, and just to make sure that it's been selected, whenever you put your mouse cursor over it, you will see green highlight. Okay, So that way you know that this face already been selected. It's good when you choose sort some of those faces, and you want to make sure you didn't got confused or something. Now the next thing will be to extrude this face over here. Okay, so click on extrude, and now you will get this thing over here. So you see we have arrows, okay, but at the point of each arrow we have like a little square. So we don't want to touch the square, we only want to pull the arrow out. Okay, so we are pulling the blue arrow in order to extrude this face. Okay, so maybe that way it's okay. Alright, somewhere here, and that's fine. Now tap on F8 on your keyboard, and if you get this, tap once or twice, okay? I'm not sure, maybe you will need to activate one of the Microsoft keyboard on your keyboard. Okay, there is some changes in between many keyboards. So in my case I need to click the F lock, which is a new key on the Microsoft keyboard. Not that new, but whatever. And then tap on F8 to bring it back to object mode. If you see if you tap on the F8 and nothing happens once or twice, and you still didn't get those green lines, so right click on the object and choose object mode, and again choose the blank area. Again click on this kitchen button piece, and it will be fixed. Now we are going to divide this face over here. So in order to do this, we are going to right click on this and click edge, and then we are going to choose only this edge. Okay, now you see that this edge is highlighted in brown because it's been selected. Now with your mouse cursor over it, don't click anything, just hold down Control and right click on it and choose. You see at the over here, sorry, I have edge ring utilities, but at the moment that I will put my mouse cursor over it, there you will get a new menu. So make sure you see what I'm doing. Again, to edge ring and split. Okay, this is the sub menu after the edge ring utilities. Again, edge ring utilities and to edge ring and split, and then you can release both of the buttons, the control and the right button of your mouse. Okay, so this dividing into equal half cut of this bottom piece of our kitchen. Now we want to do the same thing with here. Okay, so right click on it. First right click, edge, choose this edge, hold down the control, right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Okay, and then again choose this one, hold down the control, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Okay, now in this, now from here what we should do is you can see that this line is still being marked, like being selected, so you can switch to your move tool and define where you want this line to be. Okay, but I will undo that and bring it back to where it is, and I will shift select this line, and this one I will click on it twice. Okay, so that way it will loop my selection all around the kitchen. You see? So practice on it. If you don't get it, try once or twice until you get it, and then switch to your scale tool. Here what you can do is use your scale tool in order to place them like this, okay? And this is perfect. So now tap on F8 once or twice, okay, until it's getting green, the lines, and right click on this, choose face, choose this face, shift, select this face, and extrude them out with this arrow, okay? And yeah, I think it's okay, that looks great. And again, tap on F8 once or twice, okay? Now we are going to right click on this piece, click edge, and we are going to catch this edge over here, shift, select this edge over here, and go over edit mesh. If you don't see the edit mesh menu, make sure you are at polygons, okay? So click on this, make sure you are at polygon, go over edit mesh and choose bevel, okay? So that's what will happen to both of the edges if you did it correctly, okay? Now with this menu open here, at the moment you apply the bevel function to it, you will get this menu, okay? So it's called Poly Bevel 1. This is the first Poly Bevel operation we did to these edges, and you need to add more segments over here in order to make this edge smoother, okay? So we are adding as much as we want, okay? So it will look good, okay? And now what we can do is actually we can make a shelf over here if we will like, okay? If you would like, you can do this, but let me see, maybe I will continue this area later. And okay, tap on F8 once or twice. Now we want to deal with this area over here. Now most of us probably will want to make some closets in this area, and maybe here some doors that are sliding to the right and left. It really depends on you, on your creativity, so I will leave this to you, and I will do whatever I feel like. And if it fits your needs, why not? You can still follow my instructions. So I think that I will create from each two like this. I will create 2 doors, okay? And it's pretty much very long kitchen, but at first what I prefer to do is to create this top for this kitchen. So in order to do this, I'm going to right click on here, choose face, choose this face, this face, this face, this face, this face, this face, actually all the upper faces, including this one, okay? It's very important, including this one. It's after the bevel operation, we also created those lines, so it's really important to catch all the pieces, the upper pieces together, and we are going to extrude them, okay? But we are going to do this that way. We are going to click on extrude once, okay? And then we want to see in which direction we should extrude them, okay? I want to bring them a little bit outside and then up, okay? So it will we are going to use the extrude twice. So first I'm going to sorry, don't do what I did right now. Just, you see this handle, you have this thing over here, click on it and it will center your moves, okay? It will center this extrude operation, and Now you can actually bring this a little bit out like this, and maybe a little bit out like so, but that doesn't look that good, so I will undo once, twice, okay, with Control Z. You can undo things or go over edit and just click undo once or twice, depends on the mistakes you made. Again, we are going to extrude this maybe up a little bit, and then we are going to choose this face, okay, this face, this face, this face over here, okay, actually only those faces from the front of our kitchen, okay, and now you'll see why I don't want to choose those also, because this part of the kitchen is supposed to be the part that is sticked to the wall, so we don't want to touch it right now. So what we are going to do is only extrude those faces, okay. So after I chose only those, always trust the blue arrow, okay, in order to do what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to pull the blue arrow outside, and you can see we have some all these parts we selected coming outside, okay. Now it's not really good because you can see that there are few mistakes like here, and if you want to deal with it better, you probably need to do it in maybe in other way, or maybe manually start to change those edges. Let's see if we can fix it. I will undo this once, okay, and then again I will unextrude this, and maybe this time I will only catch those parts, okay, only those here, and okay, it's very far, can't see nothing, sorry about it. Okay, now let's see, it's almost the same without this piece, and I want to see if it will make any change. Okay, it still doesn't bring me this line that good. Now I have the opportunity to switch from the extrude tool over this scale tool, okay, and starting to manipulate one of those angles in order to maybe fix this issue we have here, okay, but it's still really far, so I will undo this, and maybe just maybe, let's see, let's give it another shot. Let's see, extrude, and bring it outside and use this cube. Okay, you see, now when I'm using the extrude cubes, then I can modify how these lines will be, if they will be straight or not. Now you can see that it's not really that straight here in this area, and we still need to make our own modification to it, but that's okay, as long as we know how to work with Maya. So let's see how we still can fix it. Let's select this gray area over here, right click on the kitchen, choose vertices, and now we are going to zoom in to those two vertices, okay, and after we select both of them like this, we can switch to the move tool and trying to bring them straight in front of their fellows over here, okay. Now if you want to see if it's straight, just tap on your space bar, okay, and it will switch to 4-view. Now from the 4-view, what you should do is actually go over the top view, okay, and it's the same manipulation camera movement. with your mouse, just tap on this window, make sure your mouse cursor is on top of this window, and tap on the spacebar. It will extend the window for full screen, and then you can see better if your vertices are straight at the same line with their fellows, like this one and this one. And then you can do the same and choose only those two vertices and make sure it's straight as the other one. Okay, so this is how we are fixing it. And see, I'm also fixing this line over here so it will sit right. Also these two over here, you can't see two, but there are two. Okay, believe me. Just let me switch back, tap on the spacebar, put your mouse cursor over here, tap on the spacebar here, and if I will zoom in, you can see that I chose those two vertices. Okay, so trust me on this. And okay, so after we've done with this one, what you can do from here is actually tap on F8, make sure it's on object mode, and you can duplicate this piece, okay, and bring it up. So that way you will have the upper and the lower, okay. But personally, I suggest you not do this right now, only if you want both of the pieces to look different. So you are welcoming to do this, but unless you don't want them to look similar, so make your other piece right now the copy of this piece, so that will make your life easier. Okay, now it looks like we already have a keychain here. So that's it for this part one of how to model a keychain. Stay tuned, I will upload the next episode soon, and I hope this first tutorial was understandable, and that's it. See you later, bye.